Hey everyone, welcome to Real Knowledge Club podcast. Today we have one of the most incredible guests with us, one of the most amazing doctors here today. Let's understand the science of like vision, the eye health and like seeing better. It's one of the most important things. Like eye, whatever we are, like whatever we want to see, eye is one of the most important parts of our body. And let's understand from one of the most amazing doctors, Dr. Nikhita Pandey, who has done MBBS, EMS, ophthalmology, and she has studied from Kendra Vidyalaya. She was like the school topper, 10 CGPA, awarded as Karnataka's one of the most amazing doctors, and she has written some of the best awards. Like she has got various awards at the state level conferences and member of Karnataka Ophthalmology Society. She has researched a lot about eye, and let's understand how we have to go about today. We all know everyone is like using like a lot of smartphones on the internet, the AI era, right? There is a lot of digital strain. How we have to go about and like a dry eyes, right? Like most of the people nowadays are like wearing glasses even from a very young age as well, and eye allergies. And for the future parents also, how they have to go about in taking care of their children, right? And that's one of the most important things. All these things will be like discussed in today's one of the most exclusive masterclass. Without any further delay, let's all welcome Dr. Nikhita Pandey to the Real Knowledge Club Summit. Welcome, Nikhita.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that amazing introduction. It's my pleasure to join.
Yeah, I'm super excited to know. Before we get started, I'm curious to know about your backstory, right? Like, how did you got started, and what vision you had, and why did you choose like ophthalmology instead of other all like streams in the medical MBBS field?
Mhm. Yeah. So I think the first question was how I joined in medical field.
Yep.
Let us come to that first. So medical was like I have a faint memory of remembering that when I was a kid, I used to wait in hospitals for too long for doctors to come. And when they used to enter the clinic, there was a godly feeling that we used to get by looking at them entering, and it was a next level, this aura and the respect which people used to give. So at some point of time I had a thought in my mind that I want to be that person, the person who people look up to heal themselves. So somewhere at back of my mind I wanted to become a doctor, but it was not a active thought that I always had.
Mhm.
But one good part was I got a good rank in for my medical entrance exam. So that's how I entered medical field. Coming to ophthalmology, the one first thing, honest thing is like I wanted a good work-life balance. So ophthalmology was one of the branches which was giving me that, and also like. Ophthalmology is like you have everything. You can do surgeries, you can just stick to medical ophthalmology. So I think it is like a all-rounder branch. You get to feel like a physician. You can also, if you want to, you can do surgeries. You can also, if you want to, you can do so that's how I chose based on that.
Absolutely, that's wonderful. You had that vision since childhood. You saw that doctors are like a noble profession, and like you wanted to become a doctor. That's amazing. And many people actually have this dream to become like a doctor and this thing, right? How does a life of a doctor looks like? What was the lowest moments while you were like studying, and like how did you overcome the challenges or like the problems in your journey?
Yeah. So, like, I think most of the doctors will agree with me that when you join medical, stream, it is more of lows than highs.
Hmm.
So most of the time you are in your lowest. So that is one thing, and not only emotionally, physically also you will be
Hmm.
exhausted. So that is one thing. And when you are asking what was the lowest moment are if I remember, it is always when you are not physically well, but yet you are being exploited emotionally and psychologically. So when none of the things are with you, at least if your body is there, you can handle emotional and psychological stress. But when you are not well, plus you have to deal with the burnout of the residency and the emotional trauma, that those are the times which I remember are the worst times. Yeah.
Yeah, I think doctors, it's also one of the most difficult things to become a doctor, right? I think 14 lakh, 15 lakh people apply for like that NEET exam,
Yeah.
hardly 1 or 2
Yes.
lakhs pass
Yes.
that CET, those exams, and that's how like y'all get there. How many hours like y'all were like studying, right? Like in a day, was it like 10 hours, 12 hours? And how were you able to crack that NEET exam or like that get very good ranks in your CET?
Okay. So, you're asking about the PG one, or you're asking about the MBBS
Yeah,
entrance exam?
yeah. The first is the MBBS one, and then the PG one, right? Hmm.
Yeah. So, see, like, honestly, in my case, if I have to tell you, honestly, I didn't study those many hours, which are actually which you are supposed to study. The reason for that is I was a sharp person. I was a sharp student, and I used to grab concepts very easily. And honestly, like I didn't give those many hours which are actually needed. So I just read on an average like some 4 to 5 hours or something in a day.
Hmm.
And when you go to PG entrance examination, recommended minimum you have to read 10 hours a day. So
Hmm.
that is what is prescribed one. But honestly, personally, I didn't study those many hours. So I think one thing in my case is I grab things fast and I have a good memory. So I just to be honest, yeah, I didn't study much for either of the exams. So yeah.
That's fantastic. And for all the people who are watching who have like lesser memory, right? Like, what is the tip like you want to share when it comes down to retaining memory, remembering things for like a longer time?
Yeah.
What is the secret sauce? Like, people tell boost is the secret of my energy for stronger, taller, or stronger. What
Yeah.
do you think was your secret sauce?
Um, I think your memory and your ability to grab things is not something. Maybe few people will have it naturally by birth or something. But one thing is you have to repeatedly polish it.
Hmm.
There is some amount of the hard work which goes in it. I started my hard work right from my 10th standard. Okay.
Hmm.
So 10th standard was the turning point for me academically. That is when I started studying seriously for things. So always there is a hidden duration of time which you need to work hard in order to attain a particular level of memory and intelligence. It's not always like God gifted in everyone. So I was not always this intelligent, and I used to and not understand concepts like this before. So 10th standard, 11th and 12th was the time I sharpened those skills, how to memorize things, how to understand things. It is a trick, it's like a hack. You cannot, even if you are sitting in front of your books for 12 hours and you're sitting for 3 hours and still you are doing it in a smart way, that is far better than just simply sitting in front of your books. So
Hmm.
I would say that those 3 years that I spent on myself made me the person that didn't need that much study hours to crack the entrance exam. So that is one thing. So you have to work hard on yourself, and
mm,
you have to understand what is the concept of the exam that you are going for. And main thing is you have to understand the concept of whatever you are studying. So
mm.
that makes it very easy to understand and to remember.
Absolutely.
So
Love that. Like we have to instead of quantity, like quality time and like with full concentration, one has
yeah,
to put out, and that's how one can remember things for a longer time. Love
yeah.
that. And what is your take of the medical, like the like education, the industry, right? Like nowadays, so many doctors are like
Hmm.
dying. Some people are
Hmm.
like leaving the country and going to like foreign for like better life balance and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
What it takes, or like imagine if you become the health minister of India, what are the things like you would like to bring changes in the country for upliftment of the doctors and their well-being?
Hmm. See, I do think about this exact question a lot of times because I have been personally through whatever, other people are, all the other people who are in the medical fraternity are going through. So if you will ask me honestly, see, how much ever we try to change our reaction to whatever is happening, it will not, the core problem will not change. So I think the core problem lies in the system itself, and that can be changed only by the government, right?
Hmm.
So what I would do is, if I come into the position, suppose, let us imagine if I am in a position to change things, what I would like to do is, first, I want to have more number of PGs working in a particular branch, okay,
Hmm.
working in a particular setup. Because what that will do is, if there are four people working in a place, okay, if they have to do night duty, so there is no other option, right? They have to, there is no question of getting off if there are less number of people. If there are more number of people, there can be more flexible shifts. So that is the first thing which I want to do is, especially the branches which have night duties, at least I feel that they definitely deserve to get a day off after their night shift.
Hmm.
So the worst thing is, even after working from morning till the next day morning, you have to again continue to work that next day
My
also.
God. Hmm.
Yeah. So maximum, if I will tell you, the shifts can go up to 36 hours
Oh,
at a
that's
stretch.
pathetic. Hmm.
Yeah. So that is something which definitely needs to change, right? And that can only happen if there are enough extra number of people who are ready to replace.
Hmm.
So yeah, that is one thing which I want to do. And the other things are, what I want to do is, I want to set some norms for every institution, every hospital, which they should meet with. Otherwise, they won't be, they won't be registered. Which are, every doctor should have a proper resting room.
Hmm.
So if you are getting work done from someone, they should feel respectful. The reality, if I tell you what is happening, is doctors don't have any bed to sleep during
Hmm.
their night duty.
Hmm.
And I remember my internship, there were no proper rooms for
Hmm.
anyone, any doctor who is doing night duty. There
Hmm.
we used to, and it has a lot of, there are a lot of loopholes in this. Morally also, see, it is not safe for female doctors to sleep some random place, right?
Hmm.
Sleep in some random place. It is about safety also. It is about how, what respect you give to the person who is working in your
Hmm.
hospital. We literally have to, when we have our evening shift, no, and we know that we are going to sleep in the hospital premises only, we literally had to reserve a bed, because we will not get, it is possible for someone to not end up getting a bed also, to get to take rest. So
Hmm.
that is the most pathetic thing, that any doctor can face doing night duty. So that is one thing. Like facilities should improve, proper restrooms for doctors, not only for the people who are doing night duties. Even in OPD also, there are no proper places where PGs can, residents can sit properly, keep their bags properly, and in between, if they want to eat something, there is no proper place for that. If you're so they have to end up, there is no other option, they have to end up eating or taking rest in the OPD itself, right? If there is no place, where will they go? And when they are seen doing any of these, they are exploited, they are scolded for that. Why are you
Hmm.
eating, why are you sleeping in the OPD? There's no
Hmm.
dedicated store. You know the concept of having a storage box kind of thing for yourself, right?
Yeah.
Where locker kind of thing,
Yes, yes.
where you can keep your things,
Valuables. Hmm.
valuables. There is no place like that. There is no dedicated place like that for any doctors in any OPD. Your
Hmm.
bag is half of the time lying on the ground. There's no
Hmm.
dedicated place for that.
Hmm.
So, like, you just see how the people are getting treated. So, the opinion which I had before joining medical completely shifted, and it was really so shocking for me to see how doctors are actually treated in ground reality.
Hmm.
So, at least I would definitely want to do these things which I mentioned.
Got it. Is it only like in Karnataka or like is it throughout the India? It is like this only, right?
Is it,
How is
it,
the
it is
scenario?
throughout India, throughout India.
Both for
This
the
thing is
private as
throughout
well
India.
as government hospitals,
Yes,
or like only
yes,
in the
yes.
government hospitals it is like that.
No, 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 no. It is there everywhere. Maybe there will be some exceptions. Some exceptional hospitals will be there,
Hmm.
but 95% of the setups, everyone is treated like this.
And is it like compulsory one has to go through it, or like certain privileged doctors, what if they are very rich, they will tell I cannot work for 36 hours, only for few hours I'll work, and can they still get graduated?
Uh, mm, no, no, that is a very rare scenario. No,
Okay.
no.
But
Uh,
usually everybody has to work
yes,
like
yes,
this.
yes. Everyone has to go through this.
Yeah, it's so
There is a
difficult, right?
yes, yes,
MBBS
it is.
itself is like what, 5 years, and this MS is 2 years, right? 3 years.
See, MBBS is 4.5 years, okay,
Hmm.
and your MS is 3 years.
Hmm. Hmm. And then you
Apart
have
from
to do
that,
an internship or something.
yes, yes, you have to do internship also. So if I will tell you the total, it is 9 years total. You can count approximately.
Hmm. And for the internship, you all will be placed in some certain remote villages, or like you will be put up in the city itself. How is it?
No, no. For internship, usually most of the times people have to work in the same setup only where they completed their MBBS from. But
Hmm.
you do have an option of transfer also. You can go to your native place or anywhere you like to, and you can do your internship there.
Hmm.
Yeah. And when it comes to getting posted to rural places, that happens in one of the postings of the 1 year internship, what we have. So 2 months is dedicated for that. That comes under community medicine postings.
Okay.
That
Hmm.
is the time you get posted to the PHCs and CHC of rural places.
Hmm, got it. And I also think doctors, the like longevity, if an average Indian lives 72 years, men and women tend to like live for 3 to 4 years more, 76 years. Doctors,
Yeah.
somewhere I was reading 62 years is what an average doctor live in India. Is it true? Because of the
Yes, yes,
stress
yes.
levels and this thing. Now, isn't it crazy? Like people go to doctor thinking doctors are God, and they are. I'm going to a doctor
Mm.
to like live longer, and doctors themselves don't live longer. How can doctors go about in order to like live long?
Yeah. So see, I will tell you, let's forget the live long is one thing which is okay, but are they even living quality life? That is the first thing we should ask, no? Even
Hmm.
if a doctor is living for another 5 years, are they in their perfect health literally every day of their life. They are
Yeah.
definitely not, based on the conditions that you see. Okay,
Mm.
first of all, emotional health, okay, it is fine. It is a part of the curriculum. It is okay. What about the basic things? No meals, no sleep. Meals also, if they get time also, it will be hardly like 10 minutes to 15 minutes they will get.
Mm.
Can anyone eat a proper meal in that much
No,
time?
not
So
possible.
half of the time I have seen my friends from other branch, they will be eating junk food, chips, that is their lunch, that is their breakfast. With
Mm.
all this, you really think they have any foundation of health for themselves?
Not possible. Yeah.
So
Mm.
like, will any person who is not in their perfect health be able to take accurate decisions for the patient?
No.
No, I really don't think so. So it is
Mm.
affecting, indirectly, it is affecting the patient's healthcare only. So
Yes.
that is the basic thing which people need to understand. The authorities, basically, residents, everyone are struggling and they know whatever I'm saying already. So, so are they, even if they are living 60 years, and are they having quality life? That is important, no?
Mm.
What is the use of living 70 years when every day you are sick? In
Mm.
fact, I want to tell you one story. One of my colleagues,
Mm.
he was doing his residency in a surgery branch.
Mm.
Okay, he met with an accident. It was a bike road traffic accident, and when they scanned his bones, they will do the test, no, for bone density.
Yeah. Mm.
When they scanned his bones, he is actually in his 20s. Okay, but his bone age was 80s. Can you just
Oh
believe
my
that?
God. Mm.
So those that weak his bones were. That was his health status.
Mm.
So you see like how is it, in which direction is it going? The
Mm.
healthcare. You forget about healthcare of patients. First you see the health of doctors, no?
Yeah.
So
True.
these are the key points which I want to raise, I want to change. But yes, I am not that, I don't have that authority till now, but at least I can raise these things. I can
Mm.
make people aware.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I think this is like the reality check for someone who is planning to become a doctor as well, right? Did
Yeah,
you imagine, because everyone thinks typical Indian, right? Like a KB student or anyone it is, either they want to become engineer or a doctor. If they get more marks, better marks, they try to choose like a doctor. If they get little lesser marks, they tend to become engineer, right?
yeah.
Were you aware about all these things while you were studying in KV and then your college about doctors' reality life?
Um, so I'll explain you. What
Mm.
happened was, when I was writing my entrance exam, that time social media was not that prevalent. Okay, there was no
Mm.
awareness. Now, if you open your social media, there are so many people making reels, awareness reels, so you
Yeah.
know about so many things without even being in that scenario.
Mm.
So social media was not a thing, first of all. I was also not on any, I didn't have this internet and social media.
Mm.
So I honestly didn't know that it will be like this. When I joined my MBBS, I really thought it will be something really positive, and it will be, I'm going for a, all the positive things were in my
Mm.
mind. Definitely, I didn't have any negative things
Mm.
in my mind about this. So it was